All right. Welcome to JMT Art Style. This is JMT Art Style 31 or 32. I'll check it and hopefully I'll get it right. Let's see. Let's get this back here. Okay, so this is where I left off on this. So this is pretty much where I'm at on this. So what I'm going to do to enhance this, to kind of like bring this out, this is done in pencil. So what I'm going to do is go over it with the precise V7. The precise V7. That's a pen if you don't know what that is. So, in here, just to bring it out some. You see that? All right. So these are the JMT shapes. Last video was cut short, but I uploaded it anyway, so you have a general idea of what's going on. You know, I've mentioned before, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it in videos, but I have mentioned it. You know, some artists, if they don't make it with their art, they go down a very dark road. And this is a road right here, if you will. I wasn't counting on putting this road together with the road I was talking about, but this is a road that I'm drawing. But there are some artists, if they don't make it with their art, they go down a very dark road, and they get themselves in trouble, and some of them even die early. I've actually met talented artists who I came up with, and they are dead. A lot of them are dead. I don't know, that strange thing about life, man. But anyways, I don't know, man. If you feel that you need to relax, especially if you get some sort of peace from art, you need to go back to your art if you feel that way. No. So I'm starting to feel that way, so I guess I should go back to my art. All right, can you see that? So that is how we bringing it out, giving it a little bit more life. And this is abstract, by the way. Think of abstract. When you're looking at this, this is completely abstract, which means whatever shape comes to your mind, you know. There are no rules when it comes to abstract. When you go to art class, yeah, there are rules that are set, you know, and if you're able to learn their way and then branch off and still be free in your own way, well, then, hey, then you got something going for yourself. I took an art class, but I didn't last longer, you know. But for some reason, when I was younger, I really didn't take to art. You know, had I stuck with it, I probably would have been greater. I don't really even consider myself great, but all in all, art is art. You know, there are some people who are very, very good, man. You can tell that they're mastered, you know, in their craft. And there's other people who are not really mastered, but I mean, they still come up with unique things having to do with art. You know, art is art, and art is your art if you create it. And you know, that's what it is. Okay, so you can see here. So the pen, which in most cases is mightier than the sword, this pen is bringing the picture out a little bit. That's what we want to do. All right. So, in the last video, I was showing you the beginning stages of this, right? So now we're just bringing it out in this video with our pen. We're 5 minutes in. I want to position this to the point where you can actually see what it is I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Let's see here. Could you see that? Wasn't sure whether you can see that or not, but yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, once again, this is bringing the picture out. And when we outline it with the precision, we're going to bring color into the mix, and then that's when it's going to be really cool. Now, sometimes, and I mentioned this in the other video, sometimes when you start something, you'll be like, you'll start over or tear it up or throw it away because it really didn't look right. Sometimes you want to finish. Just go ahead and finish it before you think that you need to start over. And sometimes when you do that, you'll discover that, wow, it came out really, really cool, really, really unique, really, really creative in its own way, you know. But, you know, all right, so there we go. All right. All right, as we see what's going on here. So we're 8 minutes in. We're going to go ahead and finish the whole outline here. And maybe when we got some time, we might even throw some color in there if we got time. Let's go ahead and hurry up and outline this so we can get into our color. If we got time, that's what we'll do. Get into our color. Yeah, guys, man, if you feel like you're stressed out, man, and art gave you peace, man, please go back to your art, man. Go back to your art. Go back to your creative ideas, you know, create, you know. I know a lot of people are still out there in the world, but just think about it. Instead of going out and, doing all that stuff, man, just bust out your creative ideas and just flow. Let your creativity flow. These days, I don't know. I'm not saying that I won't never go out because, I'll go out, but for the most part, just busting out creativity is far much more better than going out and running after the so-called good time. You know, I think. All right, so you see that there? Okay, so we are almost done with our outline. So let's finish our outline. Let's finish up real quick. Can you see that? I want to position it where you can see what I'm doing when I'm doing it. We are just outlining this with a pen, a very unique pen, a pen that is smooth, a pen that just lays down that ink very, 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 very uniquely upon the page. All right. All right, can you see that? Can we see that? All right, so now we're gonna go directly to our color. We're 10 minutes in, plenty of time. All right, we're good on time, good on time, good on time. 10 minutes in. Shit. Uh-oh. I'm sharpening my color pencil and it's, the color has gone way back in the wood. Okay, here we go. So I want to position this where you can see what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Let's see here. Let's just start doing it right here. Now this road here is like a concrete road, so we're gonna color it gray here. I'm gonna fill our gray in real nice. We're gonna go light before we darken it. Kind of fill up the whole road here. Fill up the whole road. And then we're gonna have our yellow lines, of course. All right, so what we're gonna do is he never all right, so let's finish our road here. So I've got a darker area than others, so I'll just have to remember to fill in those darker areas. A struggling artist, if there's an artist has his and her struggle, man. If you can make a living off of your art, well, then you have done the damn thing. You have achieved a major accomplishment. But if you're not making a living off your art, well, then you're still. How this helps. While you're trying to find a way with your art, while you're doing it, it helps. It helps me anyway. When I look around I'm looking around at my place and I'm seeing a lot of art that I've created, in frames. And it's like, what? Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice, It's I'm looking around at my work, and if you are an artist and feeling frustrated, just look around at your work, and it should make you feel a little bit better. Give yourself credit for things, if you will. So look around at your art that you have, and if it's a whole lot, man, it's a whole lot to feel good about, man. it doesn't matter that, no one has purchased your art yet. I'm pretty sure in the future they will. If you keep at it in the future, someone is going to find an interest in your art. To one person, your art might seem like it's a piece of crap. A fucking 9-year-old could do it. But to someone else, it may be very unique in its own way and worth a hell of a lot of money to them. What one person thinks is not what another person may think. What one person finds of a value is not what another person may find as of a value. All right, so you know what? I want to fill in the. I'm going to fill in the darken those spaces that need to be darkened. I'm going to darken that whole thing up. All right, 16 minutes in. So this video is almost done. So 32, I believe. JMT Art Style 32 will be the next one. We'll pick right back up where we left off. Right back up where we left off, buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right, so this is what we want. "17 minutes in. Alright. So you want that. I want that road very, very dark as I can get it, because I want that road to pop out of the picture. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to make this road as dark as possible. All right. So 18 minutes in. All right. Want that road as dark as possible. Very, very dark. That's how we want that road. Get that road dark. All right. Now, so before we go into the other video, we're going to go ahead and put in the yellow Shit. Yeah, why not? All right, so we're gonna fill in the yellow right here. And we've got some of that gray blended in on the white where we're filling in the yellow. So it's like a dark yellow. I didn't want that, but it is what it is. I'll have to roll with it now. So it's like a dark yellow because that some of that gray has gotten into the white space where we're filling in the yellow. But it is what it is. Fuck it. That's what it is. A darkened yellow. I didn't want that. I wanted the yellow to be its own color, but it's blended in and made it a dark yellow. Like I said, I didn't want that, but I wasn't shooting for that. But it is what it is. We'll have to see how it turns out now. It's a part of the picture now. It's destined to be there. Man. All right. So, we will go into the rest of this in the next video. That will be JMT Art Style, either 31 or 32. I'm thinking it's 32. So JMT Art Style 32. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.